I'm currently at the Yulongwan Desert Park in Luopu County, Hotan Prefecture, northwest China's Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region. This site serves as the camp for the Hotan section of the 2025 Taklimakan Rally. The teams arrived here from Aksu Prefecture on Saturday and stayed for 4 days. Today marks the end of the 5th stage, and I spoke to Aliyyah Koloc of Buggyra Racing. Thank you so much for talking to us. First of all, can you share your thoughts on today's race, and do you want to rate your performance of Stage 5?
Stage 5 today, I think it was one of my favorite stages so far. The first, it was quite fast and through the sand, and we did have some dune sections, so no, it was quite fast, and I had a lot of fun. Okay, midway through the stage, it became like I would say quite bumpy and not as you couldn't keep your rhythm and momentum, so then it became quite tricky for 50 kilometers. One of car actually flipped in front of us, so then we went to stop to check if he was okay. But no, overall it was a nice stage. We did have in the beginning a lot of dust, so then we lost some time there, and in the last 40 kilometers we had an issue with the fuel pressure. But a part of small issues here and there, the stage for sure was, I think, one of my favorites today.
You talk about one of the cars flipped in front of you guys, and you checked them. Is that common in rallies? Because that's not your teammates, right?
Yeah. Usually, sometimes you would see people would ignore the driver, but usually when you in this situation, I usually like to check to make sure they're okay. And then, and in rally raid, I think it's still common. You see people helping, but of course when it comes to the race and the time, people don't want to stop to help. But I think to check, it's still like a human thing to do. So no, he was okay.
So you completed Stage 5, and now what are some of the memorable experiences from first half of the rally?
For sure, the landscapes we passed through, especially in, I think it was stage 3, it was really beautiful through the rocks and through the rivers. So it's for sure something I never seen landscapes like this before. So the stages were really diverse. Like the second stage, it was all dunes, or the first day we passed through some big drops, which I've not really used to. So it was for sure a very diverse first half, and it was really, just really beautiful landscapes.
Do you have any role models or drivers who you look up to in the world of motorsports?
The people I look up to, I'm quite lucky because it's one, it would be my father, and one would be David Bershetsky. He's in the team. He's actually probably behind me maybe. So no, I get to there, I think, the two best drivers I know, and David's one of the best engineers I know. So I'm working with my two favorite drivers who I really look up to. So I think I'm quite lucky.
So you switched from tennis to motorsports. Can you talk about that journey?
So tennis, I started playing tennis at 4 years old and played for 10 years, and then I got an injury. So then after training and trying to go pro in tennis, and then having to stop, I had for a couple of months nothing really to do because my whole passion was tennis. So then I got the opportunity to do one of the testings with my father, and then that's where I fell in love with racing, and since then I've been doing circuits and rally and truck racing, GT racing. So I started at 15, which is I think a little late in motorsports, and I think I did my first rally in 2022. So 4 years of experience is not really a lot, but no, I'm really happy. I'm joined into racing, and it's now a family thing because my father's used to be a racer, so we're keeping it in the family. So it's been really great.
So what's your impression on the local people here in China's Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region?
The locals, the people here, I think I never got such a big support here. It was pretty crazy, to be honest. I mean, since the second we came in, it was everyone was really passionate about the rally, and to see how big it is, it's, to be honest, I expected, but it's far more than I was anticipating. So no, the support here has been really cool, and I'm just happy to, even though I can't speak the language, and it's been a little bit of a language barrier, but it's been a great support, and I'm happy to be here in China and meet the locals.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you again.